Okay. Okay, so I guess just start off with like your name and age and like a little bit like about yourself.
Alright, Jordan Cox, 21. I'm a public relations major at Arkansas State. What else? I don't know.
Other questions? So when and why did you start playing?
I started playing when I was 14 years old, and why was because I wanted to all along, but my mom had already bought me a piano first, and when she already bought me something else for Christmas, and my little brother ended up asking for a piano, so I got in the way because he didn't actually start playing with it. I did. And I picked up piano, and I picked up guitar, and I started playing trumpet in the 6th grade also, and I still play trumpet in the marching band at Arkansas State now, and I still play guitar too.
So I guess that kind of answered that last question. What instruments do you play? Do you play any other than that?
I know how to play trumpet, clarinet, saxophone, flute, French horn, guitar, bass, piano, and a little bit of drums.
Dang, okay. So what was the first tune that you learned?
It was called Make It by Aerosmith.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Is your family musical?
No. My older brother, he plays clarinet, but he used to play in high school. And my little brother, he plays trumpet, but my parents aren't.
Okay. Alright, so which famous musicians do you admire and why?
I'd say I admire Kanye West just because of how creative he is. And, like, I'm a fan of anything that he does pretty much. And there's a guitarist named Nick Bassett. And he's, like, one of my idols pretty much. He's played in, like, all my favorite bands. And I love everything he's a part of.
Which famous musicians have you learned from?
Nick Bassett for sure. Shit, I don't know. Just say Nick Bassett on that one.
So who was your first teacher?
Ken Moorhead.
Cool. Alright, so describe your first instrument.
It was baritone. It was like I was really small back then, and it was really big, so it didn't work out too well, and I switched to trumpet.
So what are your fondest musical memories?
I would say of me playing or me being around music.
Just like in general.
I would say not this past New Year's, but the New Year's before that. I used to play in a rock band too. I played guitar in a rock band. Me and some of our friends, we booked this show in this rental house, and we played in the living room, and there was like a crappy ceiling fan. And during one of my friend's band sets, I crawled up like on top of people and crowd surfed, and ended up like swinging from that ceiling fan in the middle of this show. But yeah, that was probably one of the coolest musical moments I've ever had.
Okay, so were you influenced by old records and tapes, and which one is your stuff?
Not really. As old, I would say like 90s. That's as old as I'm influenced. Old 90s and early 80s. Or no, old 90s and late 80s.
So like, what would be an example of that?
Sonic Youth would be a good example of a band that I like.
Okay. Okay, so who are your favorite musicians?
There's a band called Word, WHIRR, all of them.
Do you perform in public, and describe those occasions?
Yes, I do, and whether it's marching band, whether it's playing at a venue in Little Rock, or whether it was playing in someone's kitchen, I've played several places before.
How do you handle mistakes during a performance?
Pretty much realize that you did screw up, and usually when you screw up, like, music kind of repeats itself, so you probably screw up on one verse and you have the chance to go back on the second verse and do better that time, or you just say the whole band falls apart at one point quickly, you just get right back into it as much as you can. Like, you all have to be on the same level musically for things to really work.
Do you get nervous before a performance or a competition?
Hell yes.
Okay. So what advice would you give to beginners who are nervous?
I'd say, like, you don't get the chance to know whether you have done well or not if you don't try. Like, you're gonna screw up. Things are gonna, like, mess up all the time. You just have to learn from those mistakes, as cliche as that sounds. Learn from that, and you're gonna be embarrassed a million times in your life, so why not make this one up and go ahead and get it over with?
Okay. So this is the last question. Just basically, like, what really got you into music and what makes you, like, stay with it now?
I'd say it's like, as stupid as it sounds, it's like I found music that really means a lot to me, and I can, like, kind of lose myself in it when listening to it. Like, I'll be walking around campus, not have earphones in, and not, like, even care about what's going on around me. Like, it's like, it should, to me, music should give me, like, a natural high that I really like in that way. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, thanks so much. Like,
No problem.
Okay.
Good luck with it.
Alright, thanks.
See ya.
Bye.